In the rusty family, two dogs on a mission. Television gold, ain't no intermission. Wild antics, blanks got the crowd all wishing. Laughter's currency, big fame, the commission. Rusty in the corner, players wild and whack. Tim in the front, comedy never lack. Studio chaos, keep them all on track. Smash hit moments, all stripping from the mat. Tim and Rusty run the show, ain't no stopping. Every episode, side splitting, jaw dropping. Laughs on tap, steady beat, steady knocking. Fame train rolling, never gonna be flopping. Tim spitting jokes like a pro magician's wand. Rusty bringing back up, both tight like a bond. Audience cracking up from dusk until dawn. Comedy duo, yeah, that's the unbreakable bond. Shenanigans break the fourth wall, candid confessions. Each episode a lesson in laughter professions. From pratfalls to epic rants, never second lessons. Tim and Rusty race a bring laughter, the obsession.
You should be Richie. I was wondering though, Stevie King rather, you're his buddy, you're tag team partners, you're his manager, all this stuff. What? But you were ready to wrestle him for the title.
Well, you know, he knows who his daddy is. You know what I mean? He knows that I'm the man, and
okay.
I could beat him any night. So I gotta take it easy on him.
Well, Matt Hardy's going to pop these guys.
Working on him right now.
Illegal punches, by the way.
Well, yes, he cheated first. We saw that.
How do you put up with Tim Miner every night?
It is difficult, I'm telling you.
I just don't see how you do it.
I would like to thank.
Oh, they're starting the
Howard.
table stuff. Did you hear that? Crowd's chanting they want tables.
Yeah,
Well, they
tables.
don't have dinner or what?
Tables, ladders, and chairs. Oh my! The master of those type of matches is, of course, Matt Hardy. He's the ladder match, isn't he?
Yeah.
Him and his
so I
brother.
say him and what's that other one's name? Jeff or?
I don't know him.
No.
He's not the one that's here, so this is Matt Hardy. No, we'll give him his respect. Matt and Jeff Hardy broke the scene. Of course, I've always loved to watch Matt Hardy in action. You know,
Well,
he somewhat changed his style of wrestling too, because went from all the extreme high flying to more bat technician, flies a little.
Well, I've never been what you call a big. I've never been what you call a big fan of Matt Hardy because he's not me.
Well, I understand that.
Yeah.
But
He learned everything he knows from me, but he's not me.
well, did he? Was that when you were in WCW?
Yes.
Okay. I remember.
All right,
He was
Rusty,
in the dressing room begging for a spot.
I'm on with y'all now. I've moved that. I
We
ran
didn't
this
want
one.
you on with us. That's
Yeah,
the
you
thing.
don't have to
you
be
know.
Oh, I have to be on here. Richard Lowe, one of my good friends, who stomped me in the head a couple times in Murfreesboro.
What do you mean you're good friends? You got Billy Woods to cheat him out of his match.
Hey,
Oh, I know. I saw them winking at each other. It was. I think there's something going on there.
Well, he did lay his hands on you. The real deal, Derek
Garrett
Neal.
with a big stiff European uppercut.
That's it.
there's an
Another
uppercut.
one.
Okay, what's the bolo-like forearm?
The bolo-like forearm. It hurts.
Is it similar to that?
Yes.
It's,
Yes.
Okay.
Make sure to get closer.
I've always wondered.
Make sure to get closer to it.
What?
Get up on it, like you know how.
I'm not close
Oh,
enough.
right there by
Humor
Derek
here
Neal.
at the table. Now, we've seen Derek Neal literally grow up in the ring, started wrestling as a teenager.
You know, I helped him get started.
Yeah, so I
He
know.
was a tag partner, and
I guess
we rode
there's
the
a two
road,
count.
won many titles together.
I guess he
and-
was still in high school.
Well, I tell you, I remember.
I will have to say I'm proud of him. He's turned
Oh, yeah.
into one heck of a athlete.
and put on sufficient weight in a
Right,
good way,
right.
sir.
I remember him up in Bowling Green before he ever wrestled. He was just a skinny little kid with a little afro hairdo.
He looked like Shaggy from
Yeah,
Scooby-Doo when
yeah.
I first met him. Seriously.
Because he came up to me one night in Bowling Green asking me how he could get into wrestling.
I took him under my wing. I said, eat, train, say prayers, take your vitamins, and look what turned out of it here.
Wear boa feathers.
Right.
Now Chris Michaels and the real deal shoving at each other.
Now, he don't need to be telling.
Oh,
Chris
and he just
Michaels
slapped the
what to do.
taste out of his mouth.
You don't want to do that. The veteran Chris Michaels.
Well,
It's
he
on.
slaps
It's
slapping
on.
back now.
You don't want to make
It's a
Derek
slap
go to that
fest.
place. He's got this little fuse.
This
and
is
when
one
you
of
hit
those-
it, he goes insane. And I've seen him hurt many of people.
That's true.
When you blow that fuse on him, he will go insane. and hurt
They're having
somebody.
one of those fights that Richard likes to have, a slap fest.
Oh, I love Slapfest.
Doctor, if you would, I don't want to tell you what to do, but be sure to talk in the microphone. We want to hear everything you say.
All right.
Irish whip.
Oh, he ran right into that big foot.
Well, this is Chris
Float
Michaels.
over. Big hip
Nice
toss.
hip toss. Beautiful.
What's Matt Hardy doing? Is he taking a nap? Shouldn't somebody be over there pinning the boy, the man? I mean,
Well, you know, this
he's
is the
flat
name of the game.
out.
And, you know, Derek Neal's got the advantage in this match because he's champion.
That's true.
He doesn't have to.
He can get
Yeah,
disqualified.
but then
Well,
again, he does.
there's a disadvantage, too.
He does have a disadvantage because he doesn't have to get pinned to lose it.
Yeah.
That's true.
Matt Hardy's taking a break over there, taking a nap.
I think Derek hit him one of those European uppercuts. I think it took a little bit out of him.
He's knocked out. I was going to say earlier, thanks to the promotion for letting Tim Miner Productions come in and have part. This has been a wonderful night. Every match has been a main event.
Well, I don't speak for the promotion because I don't like the promotions. They're always out to cheat me like I have tonight, twice.
Yes.
So, but I will say it was a pleasure to have you here, Rusty. I can't say that for Tim, but it was a pleasure to see you again.
Well, he had the power of changing your match, at least announcing it.
Yeah.
He could at least said you won, even if you didn't.
Yeah, he lied to him. That's why I'm mad at him. I'll never forgive him.
Matt Hardy back up to his feet. Big right hand
Damn.
and another. Wayland there on Derek Neal. Clothesline to Chris Michaels. There's a clothesline to Derek Neal. Gonna set Chris Michaels up, shoots him into the corner. Goes in with a big clothesline. Got him in a side headlock.
Bulldog.
Oh, what are they doing?
DDTs of sorts.
That was a DDT Bulldog, or what was that?
I'm not sure.
And a 2 count.
Well,
Will
it
we
was a
see the
close
twist of
count.
fate
We
tonight?
almost saw a champion in Matt Hardy. I don't know. Derek and Chris are good, are veterans. They're good veterans, and they know their stuff. And I know that they know how to counter the twist of fate.
So if Matt Hardy wins,
Oh, here it goes. Oh, see, I told you. Chris Michaels kicked. He got right out
Oh,
of the attempted
wow.
twist of fate.
yes. Here we go. We're going to see some Hardy boys.
Come on, Chris.
Hardy.
Come on. You're the headliner.
Oh, yes.
You're the headliner, Chris. Come on.
1, 2, and a 2 count.
So if Matt Hardy wins, does that mean he's got to come and be part of this promotion?
That means
Or
he'd
does
be
he
champion. I mean, what are we
Or
going to
does
do
he
with
take
Matt
the
Hardy?
belt with him wherever he goes?
Nobody likes Matt Hardy. I didn't hear. I don't think
Nobody
anybody
likes
likes. Does anybody like Matt Hardy?
They didn't want his T-shirt or anything. They wanted
No.
Chris Michaels' T-shirt.
Yeah, see,
Oh,
I heard
Derek
them screaming
Neal
for
was
Chris
a shot
Michaels.
on.
I mean, they were begging for the T-shirt, you know. And Chris is he's tan. He's a good physique on him.
Oh, yeah.
Any guy or girl would be lucky to have a man like that lay next to him at night, you know.
Oh, the tower!
Oh,
I think the ring might have buckled up.
I think the ring broke in half, Rusty.
First time in history you gave Matt Hardy a 10.
I like Matt Hardy. I've always liked Matt Hardy.
I thought I did like you. I don't know about now.
I'm sorry. I like.
Well, actually, you got to give it to Matt Hardy. He's a multi-time tag team champion. He's been ECW World Champion. So you got to give him where credit's due. He's been down the road, up and down the roads. He's been to the big dance and he's an accomplished wrestler. I'll have to give him that.
He can be very extreme or very hardcore, or
Right.
he can be a mat technician.
Right, and
All of it.
oh, it looked like the ring broke in half on that.
The
Did you see
ring
that?
It
is
is. There's a hole
buckled.
there.
What a match!
He skips Chris Michaels up. Oh!
One thing
What a move by Derek.
They're just
One
still
thing
tearing the ring up.
one thing I will say tonight is the people got their money's worth.
Oh, yes. Billy Woods is awfully proud of his ability to count to 2. You notice that?
Oh, he's going for it.
Oh,
Derek caught him into a backslide out of the twist of fate.
1, 2, and a 2 count. Derek
See, I
Neal-
told you they knew how to counter that move.
Yes.
They've been working all week. I've been giving them pointers and tips because I'm a genius.
Here's a super kick.
Matt Hardy sends Derek Neal out to the floor.
Oh, nope.
Catches the foot,
And,
turns him around.
That isn't
There we go.
the first super kick Matt Hardy's had either.
Oh, and he throws him out.
We can
1.
have it.
Ring the bell.
I told you, Derek Neal's a genius. He learned from the best.
Ladies and gentlemen.
He outsmarted Matt Hardy.
That's right. He's the
Put it out
champion.
of the
That's
ring.
why he's the champion. He knows his stuff.
It's going to be a beatdown. There's going to be a beatdown. Here it goes.
Wait a minute. A sneak attack.
Oh, yeah. This is. Go in there and get you some.
I'll pass.
Come on, don't let him stand up like that.
I've already had my match tonight. I've already beat 2 people. I mean, one person up. I don't have to prove myself.
Well, looks like last man standing match. He won, but it wasn't the last man standing match.
Unfortunately for him, Derek Neal slid in there and snuck in on him, outsmarted the big veteran, the big star, and come out victorious.
And, you know, who would have thought, no offense to Derek Neal, but who would have thought he'd been quicker than Matt Hardy?
Right.
And he just did, outsmarted quicker.
And here's the thing, something that Derek Neal will always have on his side. He's got a win in the win column on Matt Hardy and Chris Michaels.
Oh, wow. Oh! Right on the sternum, that twist of fate. Now, Matt Hardy. What a show. What a show.
For the superstar, Matt Hardy.
Thank you, Richard Lowe. Welcome to the Tim and Rusty Show with Rico. Is that still your name? Well, Rico for now. Let's sort of make that Rico finale. Put a little suave in there.
I think it's time my name gets added to the moniker.
Well, you have to show up for that to happen for 16 years.
Well,
anyway,
Tim Miner banned me for a few weeks.
I never did.
Yes, you did.
It is a great night.
He suspended me.
It is
And I did nothing wrong.
Thursday, December 12th. The 49ers are playing the Rams, and the 49ers are losing, even though
No, they're not.
They're losing. They're
They
three.
will be-
They're
they will
three ahead,
lose.
but they're losing.
Yeah, they will lose tonight.
Cooper Cup hadn't turned loose yet, or what is the other?
Puka Nakua.
Yeah, I can never say that name or remember that name.
I need him to go off tonight because he's in my fantasy
I'm
league.
not a big Rams fan.
But you drive
Are you
Cooper Cup
cussing over
every
there?
year.
You
I'm
said
a Cooper
Puka
Cup
Nakua.
fan.
Is that a dirty word in Spanish or something?
To a 49ers fan, it is.
It's going to be a dirty word for the 49ers tonight.
Yeah.
I have had a rough day today.
I'm so sorry. All of us.
He's about to have even a worse day when Puka Nakua starts to go off.
It was just a vacation day for
Yeah.
us, wasn't it? We
No, I had to work.
I've been on vacation. I went back to work today, and I still have hardly no voice. I had to announce basketball Tuesday night with no voice. And
What's wrong with your voice?
I sound like Bill Clinton.
The smallest violin in the world. I didn't have sex with that woman.
Oh, so now you're making fun of me.
Everybody knew
So you think I sound like Bill Clinton?
you just said you did.
I don't know how much of the audience is listening knows that reference.
Yeah, I don't. I used to do a decent imitation. I can't get it anymore. Anyway,
Our monkey's not here
I
tonight.
know it's just a tension just relieved.
I know I didn't have to cook food before everybody
Yes,
got here.
That's another thing too, that I'm blaming.
We get to actually watch the ball game instead of some fake ball game on a video.
See that whole list of injuries right there?
Man, the
I
49ers
hate
are
that.
trying to pretend like that. I mean, that
They're the only team that
they're
has that?
bad because that
And
they're
they-
bad because they got some
Hey,
starters out.
They still
Come on
they
now.
still in this thing.
No, they're not. They're gonna lose.
What about Bill Belichick going to the North Carolina Tar Heels? How about them Tar Heels?
I know that's your team, and that's
Well, that's my basketball team is my team, but
You know what? You know what? The Tar Heels are gonna look just like the Patriots have looked this year.
Oh, the
whatever.
Patriots have the Patriots even played this year?
That's what the Tar Heels are gonna look like.
They have done nothing to make anybody think
That's
about
what
them this year.
that's what the Tar Heel fans
Does
are gonna
anybody
say.
have a fantasy player from the Patriots on their team?
No.
Stevenson's about the only person you'd want to have, and,
I
I
he,
don't
didn't
even
doesn't,
know if I'd
sound
have
like-
him.
and he doesn't score. a
I
lot.
should have. I'm the 11th place in our
Speaking of fantasy
league,
football,
2 years
Rico-
running, so surely I've got
Rico
a
came
whole
back in the
Patriot
last few
team.
weeks to make the playoffs.
That just
Yes,
shows how
Rico.
good I'm destined
And-
to win the championship before Tim Miner.
I don't know. This is my year, I think.
You say that every year.
I think this year I've got a team.
You say
can
that
do it.
every single year.
I've never had.
You're a Dallas Cowboy fan. You are the Dallas Cowboys.
No, I'm the Buffalo Bills. I'm the
No.
Buffalo Bills. I've made 4 championships
No,
and
but
lost
every
4.
year the Cowboys say this is our year. You remember
Oh.
Jerry Jones this year said we're all in this year.
Well,
I don't know what all in
I
looks like.
Actually, remember, last year I
He's a
didn't make the
49ers
playoffs.
fan. Let's
Last year I didn't
Let's
make the
get that.
playoffs. I started off 0-5. Almost made the almost like what you did this year. You
I
came from
started
behind.
off 0-4.
Yeah, you came back
Did you
this
see
year.
my
and-
sweater, Rico? It's got a Yama on it.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
gonna say Yama. Yama.
it's got a tail on the back.
Yama. Yeah. Oh yeah. Let's look at the tail.
You got 2
Go-
rear ends.
Keep your eyes up here. There you go. See, Rico. See my tail.
Okay, it looks like we
My
just
Yama,
we
my
just
Christmas
got,
sweater.
we just got canceled. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, you
should
got
have
canceled
that
for
big.
that.
Uh,
I've got a long list of complaints to make
we just showed the match of Matt Hardy,
against
Derek Neal, and Chris Michaels.
Guess who won that
Derek
match?
Neal came out on top.
Our boy. Well, now he's our man, Derek Neal. Anyway,
Yeah, I told the
He beat
story
the
while
two
during the
veterans.
match when there was a time we used to have a wrestling show. Well, they used to have a wrestling show up there in Bowling Green, Kentucky. It was like a restaurant, sort of in the back,
yeah, I like that place.
and I'm not sure who ran
Is
the
that
show.
the one that had the picnic tables out too?
No, that was a
I like
different.
that
that
one,
that
too.
was in a different place in Kentucky. Different,
That was a great setup.
There you go.
but
He should have got rid of
they had like a game room in that one area, like pool tables and stuff.
Yeah.
And I went in through there one night, and Derek Neal was sitting there in like a chair that they had sitting over there, and he started talking to me, just a young teenager, and he looked like Shaggy from Scooby Doo. You know, he was real skinny, had the little reddish afro, and
He's a
he's,
little bit bigger than that. Of course,
and
everybody is.
but he was
Number
like,
12 is.
Yeah.
he said, I want to get into wrestling. Is there anybody that, and of course I let Richard Lowe and them know, and he got a hold of him. Richard Lowe,
Richard Lowe got a hold of you. How could you do that to
well,
a young man? I hope,
in training.
he wasn't a minor.
but
Well, he was training him to be a Richard Lowe. Oh.
no, but so he,
Be minor age.
I'm not sure who. I'm sure there were several. I'm sure there were several people involved with his training through the years, but
It usually is.
But I do remember before he ever wrestled a match, and he was sitting in that chair at that place. He was like, I want to get into.
Just like
Wrestling.
he'll never get credit for it. But Kid Scorpion had a lot to do with the training of LT Falk because he wrestled him
Hey,
what,
Miss Julie.
100 times in SWA as a teenager and
Well, Anthony Wayne wrestled him a lot too.
Anthony Wayne, but they won't get credit for the training. LT might do it, but nobody else will give him that credit because
Thank you, Mary McClanahan. I hope I get better too.
that's where you really learn how to wrestle. Is when you get in the ring. How you learn how to do anything. You can practice all the times. You got to get in the job. Mary, I hope you're feeling better.
Hello, Rico. Oh, Rico's watching. I just saw you come on the air and watch.
It's
Mm.
no.
I'm omnipresent.
You like that Christmas tree?
Huh?
You impressed with that Christmas tree?
No,
Oh, I thought that's what you were saying.
no.
What are
Yeah,
you
look,
I
impressed?
just noticed the tree.
He turned it into a Rams tree tonight.
No, what did you say that you're impressed with?
Huh?
What was you impressed with?
What are you talking about?
You started to say I'm
I
impressed.
said I'm omnipresent.
Oh, omnipresent.
Ooh, it's everywhere
I thought-
present.
He's the present. He's going to lay under the tree. He's present.
Mary,
Oh, that's what everybody's getting this year. My present.
I understand that you had been feeling all that well. Maybe I shouldn't tell the world that. I hope you're feeling better.
Too late
Hope
now.
hope you'll be at PWA Friday night.
Actually, that's
And
tomorrow
even
night.
more important, the 13th. Even more important that you're
Oh, Friday the 13th.
RWF the 28th of December.
Actually, I plan on going to PWA tomorrow night. We don't have basketball. We may have to ride with you,
basketball.
Rusty. I'm not sure.
Okay,
Or drive my Hummer.
I don't
it's
mind
one of the two.
if you can keep me awake. I don't mind.
Okay, we'll drive the Hummer. We'll go in the Hummer. I just got to drop. Luke has drawn pictures on some of the windows I need to wash off.
He needs to stop that.
I know.
That's just not
Especially
right.
when I drive it to church.
Well, particularly,
We'll talk about that off there.
I'm gonna. Can I file a complaint about that? Oh, he's got to do it on my car, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, let's trick him into doing that.
Well,
I won't get him
you
out
can't
if I
trick him
have.
into doing it, and you can't tell him he can do it, and then file a complaint.
Yes, I could.
No.
Then that's
I
a
could.
that's a
No,
false
you do it.
complaint.
Well, Tim
Is it
could tell him to
raining
do it.
there?
Yeah.
Oh no,
It's
that's the
supposed
reason
to-
the 49ers are going to lose. That old rain.
It wasn't the
No.
rain that's going to cause them. to
No,
lose.
what's going to cause them to lose is a bad play calling. They've ran the ball three
From-
times on third
Matt
down.
Stafford is what's going to cause them to lose.
No, I beg your pardon. It's going to be Cooper Cup.
Well,
But anyway, I'm in the playoffs.
Stafford's gotta throw it to Cup.
I'm back in the
Cup will catch.
I'm back in the playoffs after missing last year. And my first round game, I moved up to number 4. I started the first week of the season. I was at 12. I went from number 12 to number 4.
And you know what all that's going to come down to is you're going to be the first
We
one
could face
eliminated.
it. We could face. No, I don't think so. I've got a pretty easy matchup.
Zero.
That-
Okay,
finish
easy
it.
matchup.
Yeah, finishing 4th helped me out a lot. I'm playing the Bucking Broncos, and they were starting Will Levis at quarterback,
And watch this be.
but he
Levis'
changed
best game.
it to I think he changed it to the Texans quarterback Stroud.
Stroud has not had a good year either.
Yeah, so
I need to drop my.
I'm
quarterback.
projected. I'm
What do you
projected
pick
to win
him
by
up?
40 something points.
Which you're not.
Now, are you projected to win in your playoff game?
Are we allowed to cheat this year? You want to?
Give me
That's how
Josh
Tim
Allen.
got in. He
Hey.
got it.
You drop Josh Allen.
Yeah,
Let me
I'll
pick
Josh
him up.
drop.
Yeah, give
Josh
him
Allen?
Allen so Josh Allen can throw 5 picks.
Yeah. I can't believe he had Josh Allen score
Oh,
77 points and you didn't even win your game.
78.
78 and you didn't win.
Did not win. Well, I'm glad that you're in the 4th
Hey,
place
Rusty,
and you're in the
you're
6th place.
We got to stop because the monster Malachi wants to talk about business on the 28th.
Speaking of Malachi,
And-
Luke said he wants to smack him at
That's probably why
PWA
he's not here today.
at PWA tomorrow night.
Think that
Are you
I-
gonna be at PWA so Luke can slap you?
Do you think I jump every time Malachi says?
No, you coward.
Not when he,
Uh,
not when he. If he was here, if he walked in that door right now and said Luke or said Rusty, you would set up real
No,
quick and say
no,
yes,
he would
yes,
like to say,
yes,
Rusty,
sir.
Just look at Rusty. Rusty just jumped.
I don't. Well, let me just put it out there. I don't have to because Malachi likes me. He doesn't like you guys. He likes me because one of the reasons because I do everything he asks me to do. Yes,
Oh,
Mr.
he overthrew that.
Yes, Mr. Monster. Do you want a bottle of water? Oh, I mean, Godfather.
So you do just kind of.
Yeah, you want,
I will.
want me to carry your bag in for you? Well,
But-
I've had a neck surgery. But, oh, yes, I got your bag. Forget my neck. It's all right. It'll grow back.
I can't get you to
I got a
carry
spare one.
my bags in.
Well, you know, I've had neck surgery.
Cameras.
Oh, because he's too busy carrying his
Yeah.
camera phone in.
And I got to carry mountain
Now
bike stuff.
I'll be there tomorrow night, but I will not be able to do commentary. I don't think.
Why not?
We will
I
survive.
have no voice.
No.
We're hearing you right now.
Yeah,
Wait a minute,
barely.
you don't do commentary when you're there.
Yeah, I do it. I do it.
No, it's
PW.
usually me and Rusty.
You-
At
usually
PWA,
sleeping.
I do.
Yeah, it's me and Rusty usually.
But once again, I'll give you a little slide on that because you get up at 4:00 in the morning and I don't. But let's get back to the important stuff, which is Malachi. Yes, sir. What did you want? The 28th.
Yeah.
And before we do that, you're in 4th place in fantasy football. You're what? 6th place?
6. Yeah, I moved from
6th
8
place.
to 6.
And I'm in 11th. What
Well,
can I
but
say?
you're in the consolation prizes.
I'm a Twinkie Ding Dong Ho Ho
The highest you
Cupcake
can
team.
finish- The highest you can finish is 9.
No,
Isn't
I
the
can't-
top 8 that
I'm
gets in the
11th.
playoffs?
I'm there for good.
Yeah, well, the bottom 4 are going to stay where they're at. They can't
Oh.
change. They don't play anymore.
Okay, if you look,
They're there. They're like he's 11. He's staying there.
Well, at least you may win pick'ems.
I will win Pickens. I mean, it's got to be a miracle
If
at
I
this
hadn't-
point. I'm
if I
4
hadn't-
ahead of the 2nd place.
If I
If I
hadn't
can do
missed
it,
that
if I can
one
have a
week,
couple- did you see the week I went 16-0?
Yeah, but
2 weeks ago, I went 16. That's when I.
and you're
and
still not in
it's
first
still
place.
I know.
behind me.
But that's when I cashed out that early bet.
I sent
Ooh.
I sent a picture of both of you to the screen where it says the Rusty's the winning team has a bye, is playing nothing, and I have a 99% chance.
So you still have a
100.
1%, still have a 1% chance to lose in a bye game.
I still got a chance to lose. That ain't right. Oh, excuse me. That isn't right.
Speaking of who has a 99% chance of winning
The Rams.
the tag team titles now is LBK and Drew Weatherby because Sharp Dressed Man has retired.
Are they Is that match
Actually,
gonna be
his
able-
last Sharp Dressed Man's last match will be the 21st.
I'll tell you what, James, if you need a partner, I'll put bygones aside and I'll be your partner.
Well, I'd like to see that.
Hey,
He will hit you with that briefcase. Soon as
why
you
would he
turn-
hit his own
You
partner
really
with a
think
briefcase?
Junior,
that's
you
the
think
thing.
Junior's going to want to tag with you after you
With
call him
Senior?
Junior?
Hey, if
Oh, after
Junior,
how many times you call
hey,
him? You call him Junior.
if
just-
Junior wants to keep his tag team titles, yes, he will.
You know, old RJ here, because RJ will cheat. We know
No, I
that.
don't cheat.
We saw you'll go and interrupt the match. You're
No,
better off
I
sitting at the commentary. Let him take it.
I am the justice communicator.
Let him take
I-
on
Is
both
that
of them at the
something
same
new?
time, and you
Are you
run in
making
and
up
interrupt.
names now?
Yes.
So, Tim Miner, is that tag team going to be able to take place, or do we know yet?
I just offered
well,
my services.
actually, so Sharp Dressed Man Lawrence has retired.
Because we were
James is still going to be there. I do know Drew Weatherby can't be there.
LBK.
So we may
with-
have put LBK and Sharp Dressed Man in a singles match, but I don't know who's going to be
Actually, hold
out
on.
for the
Well,
tag team
if
titles
LBK,
now.
no, let me take that back. If LBK needs a partner, I will be LBK's partner, not Junior's. Junior, I mean,
It is
LBK is more
Mr.
important than Junior.
You can at least call him Jimmy, Mr. Jimmy.
Mr. Junior.
It's not Junior.
Mr.
You're
Junior.
You know, RJ, back Junior backwards.
But he's trying to be like me.
So he'll never be that tall. But anyway, Tim.
Oh, it
Martin,
is good looking.
got it on. You might be looking at a Kevin Weatherby show too. He might show up. Nate Starr might show up.
Our
to our
show will be on the
Is
28th.
he back?
Actually, keep talking. I need to get this.
Yeah, I saw him last Friday night at the PWA show, and he wrestled Matt, his brother.
How did that go?
It turned into a 6-man tag team because Landon Bradley, who has turned,
And has turned heel in PWA also.
yeah,
Good.
and
I
he,
like that.
Anyway.
I like that.
he has.
I like the viciousness of Landon Bradley.
He and
So he decided
Austin
Gallatin
Cruz,
wasn't the only place he wanted the fans to hate him.
oh,
Well,
they like him even
The
more now.
fans, I'm gonna tell you this.
Anyway,
Sometimes pandering to the fans can
they lose the match
hinder
for
you.
you.
Yes. It restricts you and you can't reach your full potential.
And any kind of showboating or trying to get
Yeah.
the fans on your side usually ends up in you
Yes.
getting
Yes.
knocked out. Or knocked down.
And sometimes you have to
Excuse me
bend
when I
the
did
rules.
throat lozenge. You need
That's
one?
not a throat lozenge. That's
No.
butterscotch.
You need one? You want one?
You have more butterscotch?
I got one more.
That's not a throat lozenge. That's just
Well,
butterscotch.
I don't like the eucalyptus thing. I'm too much of a girly man to do that. So can you take sugar? I mean,
Huh?
this is pure sugar. I'm not gonna kiss you or nothing.
I was wondering what she was asking over there.
Well, I thought I had two.
Anyways,
So
so
y'all want
December
a
28th,
butterscotch?
December 28th, Renegade Wrestling Federation, we're going to bring to you
Could you speak up a little, please?
Christmas Carnage. And we have got Landon Bradley going to take on Jason Xavier for that light heavyweight title. Landon Bradley is your champion.
Once again, feet will not hit the floor. It is, and I'm not
It's
sure
a
who
3
the
count.
heel is here
As a
in that
false
match
start.
because I know y'all think Landon Bradley will be, but Jason
There's
Xavier.
no way Jason Xavier
He
is
breaks
going to break
rules?
in. What rules?
Well, one thing is Ryan.
Brian?
Ryan
No.
he's involved, and I love it, Ryan. You keep doing it.
No. People pick with Ryan and he defends himself. That's all he does.
He
Speaking of
goes
Ryan,
in the ring and gets Hurricane Ranas.
What's his
to
face?
opponents and super kicks.
What's his face?
Cletus Bass will be retiring. This will be his last match as a manager.
That means he's going to come back in and wrestle.
Does he know
No.
he's retiring?
Because he haven't-
Yeah, he's the one
I
that's
mean,
announced
is he going to be awake for it? I mean, is he going to be cognitive?
Well, he may not know. Could
first
his last-
down and more.
So could his
Before
last
guys.
match be
Nice.
against Rico? That might be nice.
Who, Cletus?
Yeah.
He's
You-
not worthy.
You don't like Cletus?
He's not worthy. No, Ryan's going to take care of Cletus. We need to put Ryan and Cletus in a
It's
match.
because Cletus, as a fully grown man and a professional wrestler and manager and referee, he can't hit a minor, particularly one that's, like,
Tim.
Well,
Mine.
in a
10 or 11
mutual
years
combat, you
old.
can.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Tim. Mine.
that just would be right.
I mean, Cletus still has a right to defend himself too if Ryan does something, but Ryan also has the right to defend himself.
Do teachers still have that right if a
Yes.
student hits them?
Yes.
Or-
Now their policy may say otherwise, but according to the law, yes.
Yeah, they still got a right. You got to be able to defend yourself, particularly.
When some young punk tries to rise
But
up
most
against you.
school policies is they're not supposed to touch them, even if it is in self defense. But that's one reason why
I
I'm not a teacher.
understand that too, but still,
I know that's one reason I'm not a teacher, because I'm not gonna let a little kid hit me and then I just sit there and do nothing.
well, I had a principal tell me that he wasn't even allowed. They had a little kid who's unruly. Well, he's berserk, and he'd take off running out of the halls and run outside the doors outside the school, and he wasn't allowed to stop him. He did because he can't let him get outside. And
Yeah, because if he
but-
gets outside and gets hurt,
but
he's
he's
still
not-
gonna fall
he's
on
not
him
allowed
either way.
to stop him, put his hands on him according to the policies of his.
But a lot of
school.
teachers, they're restricted in what they can do, because like in a situation like that, what are you supposed to do? I mean, you can't just let them get out the building, but then you
Right.
put your hands
Well,
on
he
them.
was-
That's another pass interference.
And he was a mentally challenged young man too, or
Yeah.
whatever. What do they
You
call
can't
that?
Mentally
On the
challenged,
spectrum?
autism.
Well, there's
Autistic.
a certain. I think
Well, the
it's a
spectrum is like autistic.
Okay, there's something that was wrong that he was. Anyway, I miss Rick. Rick, if you're listening, we need.
Is he the principal or the kid?
He was a only kid I'm friends with is Ryan
You're not even
Xavier.
friends with Ryan.
Oh yeah, I'm back the young man.
No, you
He
sit
gave-
there
he
and you
personally-
criticize Ryan every time he defends himself.
He personally gave me a candy cane last year. Anyway, thank you, Ryan.
There you
Of
go.
course, he was giving them to everybody else too.
Okay, I thought he caught that.
So I hope y'all are watching the football game so you know what's happening. And as the
So
49ers are losing 3-3
No,
to
the
0.
Rams are losing 3-0.
So who do you think's gonna win this match?
Rams.
Which match? The
None.
match?
The
Which
match.
match?
Landon Bradley and Jason Xavier.
Landon.
You think the
Landon.
I think Cletus will win it for you. Who's the champion?
Landon.
Landon Bradley is the champion? right now?
Cletus he'll help him win it.
No, I don't. Landon doesn't need his help, but
But he
he'll
will.
get
He'll give
Yeah.
it to him. And of course, Ryan will help Xavier. So it's offsetting.
Then you have Mike Cobb taking on Larry Cooter.
it.
Do we need anything else? You did either one of those matches could be the whole show. Let's
Oh,
let Larry
I'm
and
not. All of these could be main events.
let's let Larry and Cobb take on those two high flyers. We could have
Which two high flyers?
Xavier and Landon.
Now,
Not Cletus.
Here's what people don't know. Last week
Larry and-
on
Larry's the
our
high- I mean,
live
flyer.
stream, we showed a video
who's Larry?
of Mike Cobb and Larry Cooter. It was from last Christmas show.
Mhm.
When it's been a year that Boogie has retired. That was our
Retired for what, the 8th time?
no. He's only retired one
Remember
time.
Boog? Well,
Gary Valiant?
Yeah.
I think
I
he
think
did.
he's
show-
retired more than that.
he
Oh, he's
showed-
actually retired this time. He hadn't been back.
He hadn't been-
Is he retired from RWF or?
I don't think he's wrestled anywhere since
I
then.
think he's had a show or two, but it's one of
Yeah.
those. I don't mind that. You bring him back for a union show.
Well,
or
but I
you-
think once you retire, you should retire. If you're going to be
I
retired,
don't know. I
stay
think
retired.
Desperado should come back.
Especially
Let
like
us-
if you're,
and
especially
Rick-
like if your last match, just say you handpick your.
If we
last
forget to
your
record your
opponent.
last match, you should be able to come back. Because
Well, if there's no record of it being your last
We
match.
forgot to record
Well,
Yeah.
Desperados.
the electricity went
Oh,
off.
my-
Oh yeah, the electricity went off and we
Y'all
lost
did
it.
him wrong.
I know he needs to come back and have one more match. Oh no, he needs to come back and just have. We meet once a month at RWF. He can come up with one or two, every other month or every month, one match. Come on back, Desperado. You got a home at RWF. We'll find you. We'll find you some jabroni to beat down. Like Larry Cooter or Austin Cruz.
So now you
one
want
of
to
those
call Larry
jabroni.
Cooter of
I'm
Jabroni?
being sarcastic.
You're gonna call Austin Cruz a jabroni when you were singing his praises when he was there, when he showed up.
I was being sarcastic.
Which time? This
We're not
time
gonna-
or when you were singing his
We're
praises?
not
Which
going to
one?
give Desperado an easy route.
Speaking of Austin Cruz, he will take on Xavier Michaels for that United States title.
That's going to be
That's
the
gonna
match.
be well.
The bully is
Hold
going
on.
to get bullied.
Is Xavier? Is he recovered from that last beatdown he got?
Oh, he's had a few months to recover.
yeah, but I mean,
But they've been throwing trash remarks out to each other on our live stream.
Oh
last
yeah,
week.
I read the whole back and forth. That is good. Oh, by the way, while I think about it, I wouldn't do this on air, but I can't think about it any other time. Cruz has sent you a message. He needs you to, if you would be so kind as a reply to before the 28th. He needs to work some things out.
Anyway,
Sorry, that folks.
Why are they running the ball?
Business taken care of there. Did you all see my llama?
You showed them earlier.
He's a good boy.
Okay, what's the next match?
then we
His
have
name is Llama. Actually, it's
Dewey.
Llama.
We'll have Dewey Barnes taking on
That's
Malachi,
gonna be a massacre.
and that's
Dewey's
a
just going to whip up on Malachi. Is that what you're
that's
saying?
a
Did
Dewey-
you hear
hold
that,
on.
Malachi?
No,
Rico
Dewey-
said
hold on,
that
listen.
Dewey Barnes is going
No,
to
I didn't.
massacre you.
no, that's
That's
not
how
what
you
I
do
said.
me all the time.
I said
I-
it's gonna be a massacre. Dewey is gonna be dreaming of beating down Malachi, while Malachi is actually beating down Dewey.
How can you?
How
No
can I say
doubt
what?
Malachi can beat anybody, but think about it. He's oblivious to pain. He comes out with dollar bills stapled to his body with one of those commercial staplers.
Let me ask you
With
this. Let me ask you this, Rusty.
hazard tape stapled to it.
Rusty, can I
I
ask
don't
you a
know if you
question?
can hurt Dewey Barnes.
Let me ask you a question. If I have a stick and I take a nail gun and I continuously jab nails or staples into that stick, what's going to happen eventually?
It's going to bleed.
Okay, and it's going to what?
Bleed.
And what? And then it's going to break.
Scream.
It's going to break.
It's not going to bleed. It's not going to scream. It's a stick.
So
What's wrong with you?
Malachi he's more than a nail gun. He's a sledgehammer. And it takes one, maybe two strikes of a sledgehammer to break a stick.
Well, you always put me in these situations, make me argue against Malachi. I'm not.
Show your true feelings about him.
Nobody.
This is the right time. Show your true feelings.
If you,
He's not here to do anything to you.
if he will be the monster known as Malachi, the godfather of whatever it is. I'm sorry, I forgot your other moniker. I got the one that I remember that I made for you.
And
But
what was
anyway, the monster known as Malachi. If he is just touch loose and beats Malachi and forgets about Rico, forgets about Tim Miner, and just will concentrate on who he's fighting.
He never concentrates on us.
Nobody can be. Yeah, he knows
No,
you're
he
doing
does not
shenanigans.
concentrate on
He
us.
does one or the other. Going to
You're
do.
talking about Malachi
Who, me?
concentrating
You're
on
going to do
us.
shenanigans or whatnots.
No,
Malachi
Malachi.
doesn't concentrate on us. What does he do to us?
He's worried you're going to interfere in his match some way.
Malachi
Word's
doesn't
out.
need any help.
Yeah, it's all throughout the locker room. Look out when you're out there because Rico will do a run in on you. He'll cost you the match. He'll bring up some
I'll tell
fake
you this.
rule.
As long
Tim Miner
hey,
will do some hoodoos and whatnots and,
hey, Rusty,
and whatabouts and everything. And
as long as they know that they can't get away with doing anything shady while I'm there, that's it.
okay, let me put it this way: you said Matt Starr was a jabroni.
I did not.
That he was.
I did. When did I say that?
You insinuated it.
How did
Everything
I
you said about
insinuate
it?
it?
There's no way that he could beat Malachi, and there was
Not
a way.
by himself. Not by
You didn't-
himself.
Originally, you didn't
Not
say
by
that.
himself.
Well, that's what you're saying now. Originally, we all heard it. You didn't say that. Said the same thing about Dewey Barnes, and both of them have wins.
Not without-
Malachi, watch
Did
out.
Dewey pin Malachi?
Dewey won.
Did he
I
pin
don't-
Malachi?
I don't remember.
No, he did not.
Do you remember? You
Yes,
just said it,
Malachi
'cause you
got
just
counted
say
out.
stuff. Sometimes he just says
Malachi
stuff.
got counted because he threw the powder in his eyes.
You have to fact check everything. Now that was on Powder was on Matt Starr's match. That's how Matt Starr won.
And then he got in the ring
no,
and he
Matt Starr
destroyed.
Matt Starr
Malachi.
pulled Malachi's feet on the Dewey Barnes match.
So Malachi, neither one of them beat Malachi by himself. They need each other to beat Malachi.
Jason Xavier doesn't beat people by himself. Ryan Xavier, half of his
I've never
matches
seen a match where
interferes.
Ryan.
Yeah, exactly.
He has.
When?
He's super kicked his opponents.
How did he super kick an opponent?
He has
His
done
foot
it.
can't get that high.
He's gotten in
His
the
super
ring.
kick would be in the knee.
Yeah.
They were honored these. You were there. We commented and made a
don't-
big deal about it. You might not even been there at that time. But anyway, it's I'm just saying, how many matches has Escobar won for one of the Star Brothers? How
A
many
lot.
matches has
A
Julie
lot.
How many matches has Julie Steele won for the Star Brothers and other guys? She was with the Stars for quite a while.
So what are you saying?
I'm just saying
You
that
saying all
that's,
managers cheat?
if they're good.
Oh, you mean if they're good?
What's their purpose? If they're, I won't say cheat. I don't want to say cheat. They stretch the rules. They help their client. They negotiate
They
things
cheat.
to keep whatnots over
They
here.
cheat.
That's exactly what you're saying.
And I'm sitting between bookends. One way or another, you guys will interfere in a
Neither
match
one of us has ever
just as
cheated.
much.
I only interfere when there's some injustice going on.
And
That is
I
it.
only
And
pull
nobody in that
shenanigans.
ring wants you.
I only pull shenanigans and whatnots.
Well, I don't know
when
about
there are
that.
things that
No, I
are
don't know
not
about
going
that.
the way that they
No,
should
no,
go.
no. I can't.
If they're not going
no,
my way,
no.
I fix
hey,
it.
There's two words that I'm gonna say. Psychomedic.
Psychomedic.
That shows all that there's more than
That's
your
been going on.
shenanigans.
He did that to himself.
No,
That's been going all the way back to
He did that
SWA
to himself.
and Saul and not Saul.
He did that to himself.
SWO.
you did it to
No.
Yes, you did.
Would you like a throat lozenge of some sort?
No,
of
I
mint
don't
or
want your butterscotch.
How about a peppermint over here?
I've got peppermints over
Rico's
there.
got a whole handful of peppermints.
him.
Well,
His peppermint.
Underneath the
get
49er Christmas tree.
they're that's like sitting underneath a 40. They probably taste bad.
Are you good? My Christmas.
That tree looks like their record.
All right, this show's over.
Looks like they're only going to score 3 points. That's what
Y'all
they look
gonna.
like. Hey,
So you're saying my tree looks like $3 or 3
a
cents?
$3
You
tree.
said it, not us.
Looks like a $3 tree. Yeah,
You said it, not us.
a cheap one.
Y'all thought I was gonna
It's
slap him
better.
like.
It's better
Y'all
than
thought I was gonna slap him like Andy Kaufman got slapped by a
it
lawyer.
was better
And
than
then
a
walk around with a neck brace on.
Yeah.
$3 tree is better than a 2-bit tree. Isn't it?
Okay, we gotta get back to the matches here. We
Thank you.
kind of got sidetracked.
Well,
So Dewey Barnes Malachi, that is a, what is it called?
Is that a
Street fight.
Yeah,
Street
I
fight.
predict
Malachi.
that Malachi. I don't see how in the world you can Malachi.
If Dewey wins, it's gonna be by some kind of screwy finish.
It's a
That's
no.
it. That's
no,
it.
it's,
That's the
there's
only
no
way
rules.
that he can. That's well.
There-
Yeah, well,
There
that's
are
true.
no
Well, he-
rules. It's
that's
a
true.
street fight. Falls Count anywhere in Gallatin. That's correct. Isn't it?
No, it's just a street fight.
It's just a street fight. They can use weapons. They can use.
I know, but they can be
People
outside the
still
ring. They can
taking
be
the ring.
in a parking lot. They can be down at Walmart, your mama's house, the schoolyard, the CVS.
They ain't going to my mom's house and tear up stuff.
That's going to be a long way.
They ain't- no,
She lives in Florida. She down there.
no, she lives in Antioch. They can
I
fight all the
wasn't
way to
going to say
Antioch.
where your mama was really going to live.
I mean, Antioch's a big area.
Anyway,
So,
my mama lives in heaven.
oh, by the way, I'm taking Mike Cobb to beat
Larry Cooter.
Larry Cooter.
Last time I just said Mike Cobb flies better, high flies better than Larry Cooter. I got called under the carpet by that. So you might not have repositioned that. You're actually saying he's
Wait a
going to get
minute,
beat
who
down.
called you on the card?
Larry Cooter. Like, what do you mean I can't high fly? And he came out and did all kinds of high fly moves.
Then we will have Rampage. We will have Rampage
Well,
Royal
he's not.
1.
He's a well-rounded wrestler.
Rampage Royal number 1. It's just sort of like our, what do you call it?
The Royal
Royal
could,
Rumble?
Could we say Royal Rampage?
No, it's a Rampage Royal. Rampage Royal.
Royale.
Royale.
Yeah, the Royale. We got to make it. Yeah, Rampage Royale.
I may not be able to say anything that night.
Well, that'd
That's
be
2
good
weeks.
because we don't need you on commentary anyway.
And that way you might not be able to mess up Malachi's match with some kind of hoodoo thing you're going to do.
He won't hear me coming.
I never did get my prediction. I'm afraid that somehow, I think it'd be a no contest.
You can't have a no contest in a street fight.
You can, and
How do you have a no contest in a street
neither
fight?
one of the opponents can go on, or they run off somewhere fighting.
But it's a street fight; they go anywhere.
But you know,
The referee just got to stick with them.
that'll be referee Webb. You think?
I mean, he's got to find some. Hey,
Okay,
he better get in his hover round.
Let's do a step back. Let's go with our younger referee, Jesse James. How about that?
Oh my God! If that's the youngest we got,
Classy Freddie Blessing.
I think we should put on that for referee for that match would be what's his name now?
Austin.
Chase Austin Cruz.
No.
I don't know who you mean. Chase
Manning.
Manning. They've changed his name several times. He's up there with German. I don't know what to call Cal.
Who is German?
Cal.
Who is that?
Xavier.
Malachi.
Xavier.
No, it's not.
I
I'm
don't know who
okay.
he is.
I'm okay, Malachi. I'd rather just not have my voice.
Malachi, I've been trying to take up for you here
He wants to choke something to get rid of all this.
Good.
Stuff
I'm all for that.
because we seriously, there's no doubt you can beat anybody. I've said that over and over again. I would put you up against the Big John Studd in his prime.
Well,
or
obviously, he
Hulk
can beat
Hogan.
John Studd right now.
I said it in his prime. You're the man. But I know Dewey, and I know the
Pass
people I'm
interference.
surrounded by. You never know what they're going to do if they decide they don't want you to win
Only
that match.
if there's some injustice going on.
Well, there'll be no injustice in that match.
If
Because
Dewey's involved, there'll be some injustice.
Because there's no injustice. Everything is legal, or
So
they're
you
not
gonna get
allowed
up there
to.
and
They're
help-
not
you gonna
allowed
get
to
up there and
use.
help Dewey win.
They're not allowed to use handguns and and
Hey,
things
there's
like that.
Hold on, he didn't say that.
Well, that's the law. The law would permit that. They're not allowed to do certain
Self
things.
defense.
Certain things they can't bring in
Self
because
defense, they can.
of the.
Well, they can
It
go
might-
off.
it's
they
gonna
can go off
be-
grounds.
It's going to be a self defense. You're right. There, because of where we're at.
Get 'em.
So, but
you
within wrestling rules, there are no rules for that match. Which that's a scary thought. That means Malachi could just start putting a thump on each and every one of us with no
He won't touch me and
repercussions.
Tim. Only because you're the only one to talk smack about him.
Do you even listen to yourself?
I've never talked smack about Malachi.
I'm just not going to have his back. Make sure
He want to
watches
jump
back.
on his back.
Yeah, I'd ride him all the way to the end.
See, you trying to jump on his
I
back.
think You're really the
I'd
one.
ride him all the way to the
Yeah, I'm
championship.
be honest with you. Rusty's the one that made that shirt for Luke.
He knows I didn't.
So you trying to be Malachi's manager?
He knows. I would if he.
He
Yeah,
doesn't
he won't.
need
He'll
you.
never. He don't need a manager. He doesn't need me. He doesn't need anybody. But I wouldn't turn that down if that was offered. Would you?
Now,
I mean,
main
that's-
event of the
that's-
evening.
I'm afraid to turn it down.
Our main event of the evening, even though all,
He's a gentle giant when he's not in the ring or around
You're
the ring.
missing a match. We skipped over one.
Nope.
I didn't.
We're not talking
There's no
about one
tag
of them.
titles.
Oh.
No.
Well,
Remember, somebody retired. There's not going to be a tag title match.
poor Junior.
But
Junior needs to retire.
our main event, Matt Starr taking on Sean Hoodrich
Once
Is that,
again,
in a Dirty Santa match, which will
I
have,
don't know what that is.
well, there's going to be a dirty guy dressed
I
in
don't know
corn,
what that
dressed up
is.
like Santa. No.
how about a Christmas carnage over here?
We're going to have like gift bags, presents around the ring and corners, four corners, some outside the ring, and they'll have weapons in them.
What kind
Or
of-
it could have milk and
Anything.
cookies. Could be milk and
You can
cookies.
bring whatever you want to bring.
Hey, if it's milk and cookies,
Bring weapons.
they could take
I
a.
am a weapon.
Hey, if it's milk and cookies, they could take a break and have milk.
No,
And,
you
I
just
got
take their
that.
briefcase and hit them with it. I'm sorry, suitcase and hit them with it.
No,
Not
that's
every-
because after they've hit
but
somebody
they'll be
else
able
with
to
their
use
briefcase.
whatever's in those gift bags as weapons.
Are you gonna wrap them up?
No, they're going to be either in gift boxes or easy open bags.
I've got a few things I would off the air. I would like to recommend you put in there.
A snake.
Could be,
Rusty's scared of that
and it's
snake.
not
so is
Sean's
Tim.
snake. Oh, I saw two things. I've
I
already
saw a seesaw.
Sit-
Wait,
I saw Esau sitting on a seesaw. We saw, all saw, you saw, Esau. Anyway,
Okay, go ahead.
So,
so
was in the Bible.
yes, and he's sitting on a seesaw. So where was I?
In
At
La La Land.
PWA, Toby Farley, I say he didn't choke him out. He smothered Larry Cooter out
I
with
want to see him in Malachi.
a Kroger sack. It wasn't even a public sack; it was a Kroger
How
sack.
dare you not bring out a public?
I mean,
sack?
that was.
Kroger sacks are more stable than Publix.
I never seen that. They are like the number 3 store in the world, I think.
Who?
Grocery
Publix?
store. Yeah.
No,
No,
Kroger's number
no,
one.
Kroger then is number 1. Even over Walmart, which surprised me.
Well,
Probably the grocery part. Anyway, back to he smothered him out with a bag, and then this past week at PWA, past Friday, Larry Cooter took a 7-8 minute promo and called Larry, or rather Larry called Lucky P out because he was the instigator of that. And Lucky P said, no, he wasn't. He was fired. And Lucky P, guess who he brought out was Sean Hoodrich. And Sean Hoodrich choked Larry with a snake. I'd heard about it, and I'd seen the snake being used for stuff. I've seen the snake wrap around some guy and choke him out one time, so to speak, squeeze him out. But this was cool. He was actually choking Larry with a snake. Oh, Larry, you know I like you, but it was great because once again, Larry gave me something that after
He's
70
give you a punch in the face the next time he sees you.
He's done that a couple.
Why are they running the ball?
After 70 years of being a wrestling fan, I actually saw somebody being choked with a snake. I've seen the snake be used in a lot of different ways, but this was cool. I've heard the story.
Now,
I've seen them on film, but not live.
I've got to take up for Publix here because I'm a 17-year Publix employee. Publix,
about Larry Cooter and a snake.
Publix. When you talk about a Kroger bag, Publix is recognized on Fortune's best workplaces and retail list for 11th consecutive year. Publix has been named
of 10,000 businesses.
Publix has been named on the 2024 best workplaces and retail list by Fortune, ranking number 5 of the 20 best large retail workplaces.
You know what? Publix is starting to look like Sean McVay's play calling.
I'm sorry, nobody's listening to either one of you because they're looking at Yama.
Who?
They're looking at Yamatel now. Yama. Come and say Yama.
Are you trying to speak Spanish? You just said what's your name?
I did not mean to make fun
You
of
just
my
said what's your name?
Hispanic friends. I know. What is the llama's name? Llama.
You said como te llama.
Come and say Yama. What is your name? Or what is the Yama? Anyway, it's Yama.
I don't like you making fun of my
Anyways.
heritage.
Are you of Hispanic heritage?
I tell people that.
Yeah, Jones is a Hispanic.
No, Rico is.
That it is. I can see that.
But anyways,
I knew a man named.
so Matt Starr takes on Sean Hoodrich for the heavyweight title.
I see some shenanigans going on in that match.
Well, particularly
Is
now.
there rules in? Is this a no DQ?
No, weapons
Well,
can be
has to-
used. Weapons can be used.
See, Sean,
because
it doesn't matter. He uses the snake all the time. So
when
he
he has to.
he really is a rule breaker, but fans like him. But there again, half of the fans out
he
there like
doesn't
Matt
use the
Starr.
snake as a weapon.
He did at PWA, and I suspect.
Well, that's PWA is not RWF.
I suspect.
Hey,
he
you
will.
didn't say nothing when your buddy tried to use it as a weapon.
What, buddy?
Senior,
What did he do? He didn't use a snake.
he tried.
He wouldn't take.
He was
He
going
tried.
to kill
Yes,
the
he did.
snake.
He put it. He
wasn't
put
gonna-
it in the briefcase. Remember?
Yeah, but that wasn't a weapon.
No, because I stopped him.
He was putting
I
it in there
stopped him.
so he couldn't be used on
He
him.
was gonna smash Sean Hoodrich in the head with
That
it,
was with the suitcase.
with the snake in it.
Well, that's just a little extra 40,
No.
50 pounds. He shouldn't have brought the snake out there. That's my bottom
No.
line there.
Senior shouldn't have touched it.
It's Senior's brief or suitcase. I'm sorry, I keep calling it. And he's not Senior. He's Sharp
So I
Dress
guess
Man
he's Senior then,
Lawrence.
Sorry, just man, Senior.
It's Mr. Senior.
Also in action that night will be
if his suitcase is
LBK.
so should that snake.
LBK will be in action.
Yes.
Sharp Dressman James will be in action.
Junior.
Yeah.
Preston Adams will be in action.
Mr. Jimmy to you.
Austin Wright will be in action.
Sounds
I
good.
like watching Austin Wright.
This is the 28th.
Rampage Royal, we have several people that are going to be involved in that. You're going to have JDB.
Austin Wright will be there.
Austin Wright will be
just
there.
said
Oh,
that.
good. That
He just said that.
I know, but I wasn't listening.
You never
You
listen.
never. Yeah, that's exactly right. You
I was
never
looking
listen.
at my llama.
How you looking at your Yama?
Watching on the screen.
God.
Y'all ought to get you one of these. You get it at Dillard's.
Hello,
We'll
kids
give you all
game.
Rusty. Y'all can have Rusty.
Go to a young man in Poland and Seth and buy an ugly
I
sweater.
think Rusty may be in the Battle Royal.
VIP night. Hey,
The
hey,
Rampage
hey! I
Royal?
heard that. No. It's in my contract.
Your
Well,
contract is you're an employee, so you are work at the behest of the owner.
I do have a forever contract.
Yeah, and he is the one who tells you what you have to do.
I still work under Thorne.
Thorne works under him.
Thorne's a
That's what
So
you
he's
think.
Thorne's
Thorne's a
boss.
custodian
That's
now.
what you think.
Thorne's,
know,
Thorne's
I've been-
about to be fired
how
as
do
a
you- How do
custodian.
you think them bathrooms have been being cleaned?
They haven't been.
Well,
That's why he's
because
about
I've
to
been
be.
cleaning.
That's why he's about to be fired.
That's why I've been clean. No, I'm not above cleaning restrooms.
And and as commissioner, I'm gonna make an
I've done
executive
that.
decision.
I've done that for a living at one time.
What, clean the
I
bathroom?
was a custodian at a daycare. And then when you
Was that a nursing home?
no, it was. and when you are I was employed for the church for many years, fortunately, for me anyway.
Hey,
You do a little bit of
senior
everything.
is
Cleaning the
watching.
bathrooms is not out of
Hey,
your.
senior's watching.
Hey, Lawrence.
Senior's watching.
I've not said anything
Yeah.
derogative about him.
okay,
It's-
so
it's-
Todd Alexander says I'm doing my Dick the Bruiser impression. Do I sound like Dick the Bruiser?
I don't know. I don't know
I
what it
don't
sounds
remember.
like.
That's his Indiana roots. Dick the Bruiser ruled.
Do you talk
Indiana.
like this?
He growled all the time.
Oh, that sound like I'm growling
It's
tonight.
like- well, when he's doing his promos, he did is a
Let
growling
me tell
voice.
you a thing or two.
I can't do it now. I used to be able to imitate him. Let me think about it here in a minute.
Hey, I hope.
Meanest man in wrestling.
Hey, why don't you invite Senior to the show?
The closest
Well, he's
thing-
retired now. He can't.
He can come to the
he
show,
comes to the show
and
now.
he can sit right next to me on commentary.
For you youngsters, the closest thing to Dick the Bruiser would be Stan Hansen.
What youngsters are you talking about? Those Stan Hansen
Stan
is
Hansen
before
is
my
like-
age.
yeah.
So what do you mean,
What
youngsters?
youngsters
Yeah,
are you
but-
talking about?
Dick the Bruiser was in the 50s,
But
60s, and
hey,
70s.
My generation didn't really get to watch Stan Hansen.
You take you know Vic the Bruiser.
No,
Well, there's something
Victor
wrong.
Bruiser
There's something
used to
wrong
wrestle
with you.
locally.
He was
He used to do shows with
Kentucky
us in
and
Kentucky.
Tennessee.
I remember Vic Grimes.
He is a very dark complexion man with a close crop blonde.
So you're gonna have to
haircut.
bring it closer to my generation, Rusty.
I did Vic the Bruiser.
No.
but Vic the Bruiser was nothing compared to Dick the Bruiser as far as on the meanness scale. You just can't. He just stomped and kicked. It didn't matter who it was.
Oh, Merry Christmas to all the RWF fans. My gift to you is taking out
Mm.
every Scrooge there.
And he
Rusty,
named
take
somebody.
notice.
He named some particular person.
Rusty, take notice.
RUSTY.
Who said that?
Malachi.
They're going for it.
Say it again.
I can't believe they're going for it.
Forget that. Say what Malachi said. He's
Merry
important.
Christmas to all the RWF fans. My gift to you is taking out every Scrooge there. Rusty, take notice.
See?
Sounds like a positive note to me.
No, it does not.
He's saying you don't have anything to worry about because you're
No.
not a Scrooge. Now, Tim and Rico
How
are
am I a Scrooge?
RJ Junior spelled
My
backwards.
birthday's on Christmas Eve, so I'm not a Scrooge.
Yes, you are. 'Cause nobody ever celebrates your birthday.
I'm a Scrooge for my birthday, but not for Christmas.
So that week, I don't know if we're still having a birthday party for the 28th, but we need to have a birthday celebration here for you.
We are. It's called the
that live-
Dirty Santa match.
No, that live stream night, and Luke needs to do all the decorations and all the preparations and food.
You can't rely on Luke to
Yeah,
do
that's going to happen.
decorations.
That's because he doesn't do anything the rest of the year.
Yeah.
No, Todd Alexander, he is pastor of our church, House of Grace, of mine, the one Tim and I go to, and does an excellent job. So
Is that the one that's in the fantasy league?
Yeah, he was
that-
1 year. Not the one's in Fantasy League now is
Oh.
is our
Andrew
youth pastor.
Kirkpatrick. He's a youth pastor.
Youth and
Did he
associate
get
pastor.
eliminated?
I know
No,
he plays me in first round.
Oh.
That's who
no,
I've got.
Rusty got
I'm
eliminated.
projected like
You weren't the only one to get eliminated.
Anyway, be sure and come some Sunday morning and hear him preach. He really does a good job. So you'll enjoy him. Different than what you probably, just different. Neat, yet humorous, very relational. It's good. Anyway, enough about that. Or go, if you go to church, you go to the church you go to. But if you don't, please come to ours on House of
you'll
Grace,
see me
Lockport
there.
Road in
Actually,
Gallatin.
you'll see me there back there doing the video for live
Yeah.
stream. Rusty will be down in the pew.
If you come this Sunday morning, I'll have
Luke, if we can get him to wake up on Sunday mornings, he used to go every Sunday morning.
Right.
But now he just sleeps in because he stays up and plays video games
He's
too.
busy drawing dirty. Sorry, drawing pictures on windows of cars.
He stays up too late playing video games.
Well, I don't. Where was I going with that?
When you stay up to 5 a.m. in the morning,
Do you have a church you want to promote? Since I promoted my church, you don't have to. I don't mean to put you on the spot.
I don't know if they want to come to my church. I'll go way out in West Nashville.
Oh, okay. Well, that's we are all over the world here, but okay. Just find a church, good Bible believing church, and go to it. They start saying things that the Bible doesn't say.
Did you read that too?
Quit going to it.
Malachi says he's a great preacher. He knows that Malachi 3:16 says that destruction is coming. Does it say that in Malachi 3:16?
Malachi 3:16 probably did. Oh, there really is a Malachi.
Yeah, there's a Malachi in the Bible.
I don't have it
I
all.
wonder what Malachi 3:16 says. Maybe I'll get a shirt that says, nope, that's not what it says.
And since we're there, I don't come to wrestling or other places to evangelize. I try to evangelize, but I don't come there with the purpose of that. But if you ever do, want to talk about things, or I'll be glad to talk with you, pray with you. Keep it confidential. I would keep it separate from my wrestling persona and everything. If you do have a need, a spiritual need, I know there's been times when, like, when my grandson died, just, of course, Tim and others really were there for me, but I remember just going there. One of the wrestlers just came up. You'd never think it. The guy could bend a horseshoe with his bare hands. He just came up and grabbed me, and as soon as he saw me and hugged me, we stood there and cried for about 5 minutes.
Tim, y'all not even
and
in
it's just
the
what I
hunt.
needed at that time. So there's times when you need things. Well,
Neither are the Rams.
particularly during this Christmas season, don't let those hurts and things bother you. Find somebody, talk to them. Let's just talk, even more so talk to God, but let's take care of ourselves too. Make sure
That's
you're not
first and
being
foremost.
Yeah, don't be thinking too many negative thoughts. And if you're alone, well, don't be alone. There's people out there. There are that will accept you. And if they haven't, then go apologize or whatever you've done. If you've
that's
done
a hard
something-
thing for people to do.
I
though.
know it is. It is hard, but do something so you have family and friends around this time of year, particularly all the time. But particularly, I need to be quiet. This isn't a preaching show.
Anyways, let's move on. So we should have a great card of action. We got 7 big matches, and every one of them could be a main event.
I love it.
Every one of them is a main event.
Pretty much.
I'm still not sure that Lawrence isn't going to show up. Go ahead.
See, I'm inviting Senior to be there.
And he's
You
just,
would respect him.
I think he's just ignoring you.
Hey,
He's actually gonna have-
I'll meet him in the center of the ring, and
I overspoke.
He's actually going to have his retirement, his final match on December 21st. That's next Saturday or
Saturday week.
Saturday. I won't be able to go to it. I'm not sure if you were going to
It
the
is
match.
Planning
next
on
Saturday.
going. It's in Ashland City.
I have got basketball
I
tournaments.
may show up.
I
I may show just to ensure that he loses.
I don't have the place or the call
We'll give
letters
it.
right now.
We'll give it on the next show.
But it is on my Facebook page, Rusty's Wrestling page, and I do plan on going there.
Senior better hope I don't show up.
Lord willing,
and the creek don't rise.
You better hope you don't show up if you're going to do shenanigans.
Hey, I'll show up.
He's
everywhere.
wrestling Mikey Dunn, the superstar Mikey Dunn.
Okay.
2 veterans. And I saw them have a match the past couple of months, and it's going to be a good.
He didn't want me as his last match because he knew it was guaranteed.
Rico, this is not
a
about
loss.
you. This is about a 35-year veteran of the sport who has helped so many people one way or another. Either
Senior,
Lawrence, short dressed man,
Senior,
Mr. Lawrence.
Senior.
Well, he is a senior. He's 35 years old. He's been wrestling at least 35 years. So he's a 35 plus. But anyway,
Yeah, he's heavy on the plus.
now think about it though. You got a man that's, we know he's north of 35, and he still gets
well
in the ring.
north of 35.
And he still gets in the ring and does everything. He can wrestle an LBK. He can wrestle a Matt Starr, whoever he can wrestle it. He can wrestle an Austin Cruz and still do the match.
I've never taken anything away from his ability.
You've just taken his wins away from him.
No, because he
Never
doesn't.
changed again.
That's the thing. He doesn't need to cheat to win.
Why aren't you involved in every match? Something happens in every match.
There's
Oh,
not
please.
always an injustice in every match
Yes,
because usually
please,
Tim
please,
addresses
don't
the
let him do that.
injustices in all the other matches, so there's no need for me to get involved.
He usually is the injustice in all the other
Whoa.
matches. Is this thing on?
Yeah, it's on.
Y'all see my Yama?
Uh-oh. This has been a boring game.
It's been
Anyways,
a great game.
it is about
49ers are losing 3+.
it is about time for us to go. Any final thoughts?
Senior, show up at the show on the 28th, please.
Y'all have a Merry Christmas. If I don't see you between now and then, hope to see you at
Happy
the
holidays.
PWA
and a Merry
show
Christmas.
and definitely 3 days after Christmas at the RWF show. And maybe somewhere else between here and then.
I'm hoping I got a voice.
So you know, can no longer be called the voice, Timothy Minor.
He'll
The
be
voiceless. The voiceless.
He'll be called.
Hey,
the
it's not
Voice.
like you really. Me and Rusty do all the commentary anyway.
I have to announce basketball games too.
What's more important,
Aw.
RWF or basketball?
I've
Hello,
got two days of
basketball.
basketball.
RWF or basketball? Which one is more
What I
important?
do more is basketball.
Commissioner
I didn't
George
say
would
that.
say that old basketball.
I said what's more important. I didn't say which one you
They're
do the most.
both important. They're both
We're not.
important to me.
We can't tonight, but we got to tell the Mr. George story again when he was operating. Not
Anyways,
my pastor's.
until next time,
Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays.
let me go over here because I'm gonna have to go to.
You just ruined my.
There you go. You do it again.
I can't do it again. You know, I had one time.
Yeah, I'm leaving you. It is good to be with you, Rico. Despite everything, you're my friend. I want you to have a Merry Christmas. I'm looking forward to spending the next year working and playing with you.
Is that where we're
And-
leaving?
and-
Is that what we're leaving with?
and-
Well,
And
yeah,
a
mine
very
too.
Merry Christmas to you, Junior and Senior.
Merry Christmas. Well, we're gonna be back home before Christmas anyway.
Lawrence,
No, well,
Yeah, we'll be on
Lawrence
next week
needs to
sometime.
I mean,
reconsider.
You may not be here, but we'll be here.
He needs to reconsider
His retirement?
RWF.
Yeah,
Yeah, he needs to come back at least one more match.
Yeah,
I'm
so
sorry,
I
Lawrence,
mean-
you do.
so I can cost him one more match.
Because he is, now I say these things and people get mad at him, but he is really the big star there. There's people bigger than him body wise, but he's as big a puller as any of you guys in the
Oh,
locker
I
room.
take nothing away from his ability.
And he's got fans there. They may love to hate him, but they do love him. So
He's got one fan
And
right here,
they're going to miss him.
Rusty. This is his biggest fan.
Well, until next
Come
time.
on out of this thing.
Until next time, this is the voice Timothy Minor saying good night